I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.
All right. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. So I'm gonna talk about a couple things. Um, what's going on, Femi? See in the chat. Yeah, I've been up all night because I've been working. So yeah, I just got off from work. Going on with you, Femi. So let me go ahead and talk about this. So yesterday or 2 days ago, um, impeachment. Congressman from Connecticut, John B. Larson, submitted um, an impeachment against Donald Trump. Um, but check the links of that in the description box, if you will. And even though this is a political video live stream, I'm gonna talk about something that happened 2 days ago, and then I'm gonna say something to Aunt T. Say something to Aunt T on his channel because I'm gonna address what he said, and I've been saying this, but it's time for real men to address to solve that problem. I think it's time for real men to solve that problem over there. Okay, but anyway, so let me put down this overlay, and I got this all over the place. Oh, and by the way, donations is especially appreciated over here. So, John B. Larson uh, has filed articles of impeachment and calls for the 25th Amendment as Trump becomes more unhinged. If y'all watch the President Trump's phone call to the astronauts who are orbiting the moon, that was one of the most unhinged statements. And it's not just what happened on Easter. Okay. It's not just what happened on, his statements on Easter that was also unhinged. A lot of unhinged statements. And I don't want to hear, I remember a person used to come on my channel talking about, well, Donald Trump, my family don't like me because I support Donald Trump. Well, maybe you are the problem. I hope that gets back to somebody who I just said that, because she been absent from this channel for a reason. But I hope it gets back to her, because she's part of the problem. She and her husband's part of the problem. Anyway, let me get back to where I was saying. Right, Larson files. Okay, sorry. April 7th, which is yesterday, East Hartland, Connecticut. Today, John B. Larson, congressional district, first congressional district, has announced he has filed articles of impeachment to remove Donald Trump from the office as president, becomes more unhinged and risks lives, safety, and security of the American people. Larson also calling for the cabinet to invoke 25th Amendment as Trump escalates his illegal war and threatens to annihilate the entire civilization. You know what they need to do? That's if the Democrats got some guts. Chuck Schumer don't got no guts. Since though there's no attorney general, I'll hold that up. I would hold that nomination of the new attorney general until enforce the cabinet to invoke that 25th Amendment. That's just me. I would just invoke I'll hold every. He just hit Iranian oil fields. Well, I thought I heard though he supposed to have a 2 week ceasefire. But hey, who knows? Who knows, man? Anyway, that's what I heard. But anyway, let me go ahead and continue on with this, right? Donald Trump has blown past every requirement to be removed from office, and it's getting worse. His illegal war in Iran is not only driving up the prices for American families, it costs lives, says Larson. He's becoming more unstable by the day. His profane and sacrilegious Easter Sunday and his threats has become, including in whole civilization will die in open straight, or you will be living hell. Not only foreshadow war crimes, but put our security at risk. People across my district know he is unfit to lead and are calling for impeachment, while Republicans in the majority has so far failed to uphold their constitutional responsibilities to initiate impeachment proceedings that does not resolve others of their duty. Members of the cabinet and those closest to the president can act immediately, continued Larson. They have an obligation to put patriotism over politics and invoke the 25th Amendment. Donald Trump is unable or unwilling to faithfully execute the responsibilities of the office, and that he is putting the nation's security and economy in jeopardy. In Congress, I will continue to help build a clear and deniable record of Donald Trump's corruption, high crimes, and violations of the Constitution, so that when the moment comes, whether in this Congress or the next, we are prepared to act decisively and uphold the rule of law. Okay, that's what he said right here. So let's get back. Let's read the HR Resolution 1155, 1155, impeaching Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, for high crimes and misdemeanors. In the House of Representatives, Mr. Larson of Connecticut submitted the following resolution, which was referred to the Committee on the Judiciary. Resolution: impeaching Donald J. Trump, President of the United States, high crimes and misdemeanors. Whereas the following articles of impeachment were drafted by consumer advocate, lawyer, and author Ralph Nader in collaboration with constitutional scholar and lawyer Bruce Finn. Whereas this resolution is an important record to engage in the conversation about our Constitution and the state of our government. Whereas is not in order under the House Rules and Manual 370 to reference wrongdoing by the president on the House floor, whereas to be resolved that Donald J. Trump was impeached for high. Okay. Let me see. What's yada yada yada. It's repeating the same thing. Okay, here is the first article. Article 1: War, power, murder, piracy. In his conduct of the office of President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, in violation of his constitutional duty to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, and to take care that the laws be faithfully executed, has usurped congressional war power enshrined in Article 1, Section 8, Clause 11 of the Constitution by, among other things, initiating war, murdering scores of name it, unproven drug traffickers in Caribbean and Eastern Pacific, committing crimes in the violation of the War Crimes Act of 1996, blockading Venezuela, committing piracy on the high seas and coastal waters by theft of Venezuelan oil. Mr. Trump has constitutionally initiated war as a belligerent or co-belligerent against Iran, Yemen, Lebanon, Syria, Nigeria, and Gaza. He has threatened military force against Panama, Colombia, Cuba, and Greenland. In all of these endeavors, President Trump has acted without constitutionally required congressional authorization. So in acting, President Trump has articulated no limiting principle that would prevent him from declaring anyone, including United States citizens or any country, non-state actor, an enemy of the United States, and killing or destroying them by military force. His criminal lawlessness has invited blowback against the United States and its citizens, risking 9/11 2.0. President Trump proclaimed that on March 5th, 2025, that we're just getting started in replacing the Constitution with presidential tyranny. Though his serial usurpation of the congressional war power and commission of of murder, war crimes, and piracy, Donald J. Trump has acted contrary to his trust as president and subversive of constitutional government and to the great prejudice of law, liberty, and justice, and to the manifest injury to the people of the United States. Therefore, his conduct that Donald Trump warrants, impeachment trial, removal, and disqualification to hold, enjoy any office of honor, trust, and profit under the United States. Here's Article 2, um, minimization of domestic law. This one concerning, you know, using the National Guard illegally. Um, right here. The links are in the description box if y'all want to read this right here. Let me see what else is on here. Good morning. Good morning to you, Tamara. I don't know who that is, but good morning to Tamara. Let's go ahead and read some. Let's read Article 2. And my back hurting. Lord, back hurting. In his conduct of the office of the United States, Donald J. Trump, in violation of his constitutional duty to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States, and to take care that the laws will be faithfully executed, has illegally declared national emergencies and summoned the National Guard in Los Angeles, Chicago, Portland, Washington, D.C., and elsewhere, falsely claiming under Section 12406 of Title 10 United States Code that that regular forces, I don't know why I said local for, that I'm ahead of myself, that regular forces are unable to execute laws of the United States. Donald Trump militarization of domestic law enforcement has calculated to cow, intimidate citizens of the United States from peaceful protests against rampant irregularities and cruelty of policies of the Trump administration, fully protected by the First Amendment. Though these actions, Donald Trump has acted contrary to his trust as president and subversive of constitutional government, and to the great prejudice of law, liberty, justice, and to manifest injury of the American people. Therefore, by such conduct, Donald J. Trump, it's repeating. Okay, now here's the third one. Article 3, serial unconstitutional detentions and deportations. Yes, there has been some people who've been deported, American nationals, not American citizens. There's a difference between American national and American citizen. American national is somebody who's not yet a citizen, who has every right except for voting and other rights. They have the right to be here, the right to be judged, the right to stay here, right? So anyway, that's what this is about. They've been deported to Honduras and all that stuff. So, you know, and there have been some American citizens who have. Let me see now. Where was I at? Where was I at? Oh, in conduct of the office of President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, in violation of his constitutional. Okay, it's repeating that. Okay, now let me just start where it says, to take care that the laws faithfully executed, has illegally detained, deported, or attempted to deport citizens or immigrants based significantly on race, ethnicity, or political opposition to Mr. Trump, protected by the First Amendment of the to the Constitution. These rampant illegalities has terrified immigrant communities, citizens, and green card holders, hundreds of thousands or millions, including Haitians, Somalians, Venezuelans, legally in the United States. Mr. Trump has resorted to vile epithets like garbage to dehumanize and encourage hatred and violence against them. Among other things, President Trump has deported individuals to a cruel dungeon in no, I'm sorry, that's El Salvador, not Honduras. El Salvador, including torture and violation to constitutional due process and court orders. He illegally invoked the Alien uh, Enemies Act to flout due process on the uh, patently false predicated that Venezuela has initiated war against the United States, as the United States Supreme Court held in AARP v. Trump 605 US May 16, 2025. Wherefore, by such conduct, Donald J. Trump warrants impeachment and trial removal from office and disqualification to hold, enjoy any office, honor, trust, or profit under the United States. Okay, this how many? This is like this is 4. Article 4. How many I know there was numerous articles. Article 5. I think there's an Article 6. No, this is Article 7. Article 8. Let me see. Ooh, wait a minute. Where's that? Article 10. I see Article 10. Article 11. Article 11. And I think there's another article. Article 13. Yeah, 13. Yeah. Yeah, he facing 13 charges. Excuse me, 13 charges um by this impeachment. But uh there needs to be more charges on there, right? There needs to be more charges. Um the S-team files need to be put on there. The cover up of the S-team files. That's one, because I don't see the S-team files on here. You see, I read what number. I stopped at number 4. I stopped at number 4 in Venezuela. Um, yeah, this is when he when he restoring freedom of speech and ending federal censorship. Yeah, he went after the colleges and uh, the federal court prosecutors. Yeah. Um, Forcing religion on folks with the whole ending regular ending radical indoctrination in K through 12 schooling. Yes, the second order that he's trying to force the evangelical community, the evangelical beliefs on other people. That goes against the First Amendment. Um, yeah, the abuse of power, sabotage, and he tried to the whole January 6th issue right here, um, thing, January 6th, and let me see what's the managing funds. That's on Article 12. Um, misuse of government funds. I'm only paraphrasing this because I'm not going to read all of this. It's a long document. Um, Contempt of Congress, secret government. I don't know what that's about right here. Let me see. Preventing law enforcement to prosecute political opponents. No, to perverting. I'm sorry, perverting law enforcement to prosecute political opponents and benefit friends. Yes, yes. Yeah. He targeting James Coney, Letitia James, Adam Schiff, the lady in what's her um in Georgia, all of that. Yeah. So, but let me also add on this too, because he got like 13. He kind of forgot about the international laws, like because international law is what treaties are laws too, right? So the treaty of the um breaking the international law from the Organization of American States. Um, the other one, he bombing Iran. Uh, well, I think the Iran one was already up there. The executive order from the 1970s, where you should not uh assassinate leaders of another country. That's also is against the law, according to what Ford, Carter, and even Ronald Reagan and even Bush did. Uh, Four of those presidents had made sacred orders unlawful for anybody to bomb or assassinate a leader of a foreign country. I forgot to put that out there on this live stream. Maybe later on, right? Maybe later on. So yeah, that's all. But anyway, let me go ahead and stop right here though, because I'm gonna address something else. I'm gonna address something else though, right? And this is to Aunt T, right? Because I'm gonna move on to another topic. This is to Aunt T, right? Home of the Purge. Um, I just saw what you did last night, and I think though there needs to be a real purge. Okay, I think there needs to be a real purge, and then you got people like Jay Prince for president, and people like um Vic the Rooster, right? You got people like him and James Kills and Philly Boy. They will mess up. They'll mess things up concerning Jay Prince. But it's not just them, right? It's not just them. And the only way to address Jay Prince is to deplatform Jay Prince. Big J, what are you saying? Let me tell you what I mean. In order to deplatform Jay Prince, is don't, in my opinion, in my opinion, concerning Jay Prince, do not support channels that put Jay Prince on the panel. Okay. Anytime Jay Prince or Rooster get on the panel and do all that dumb foolishness, do not support that channel. You know, some of these men that goes on these panels are peacocks. They're peacocking. They're peacocking because other men, I'm only talking to the men here. There's some men who are serious, and there's other men who are clowns. The men who are clowns always gravitate on women's channels. They never go to a man's channel and do that bullshit. Yeah, I'm going to say it. They don't do the bullshit on a man's panel. Because the women, some of these women are no goddamn good. I'm just going to say it. Because these women like to make excuses for Jay Prince. And then they'll tell you that you're jealous of Jay Prince. That would be the stupidest thing there. The first stupid thing they'll tell you is, oh, you're jealous of Jay Prince because he got kids. That's what before Christ would say. She would say dumb shit like that. Because she got nothing else of substance. Because see, the thing is, she likes niggas that need to be controlled. Yeah, I said it. She needs men who can't be, in quotations, controlled. Because any man that thinks for himself, and we got to be careful with how we going to phrase the word men who know how to think for themselves. Because we need a separation between real men and peacocks. These men goes on these women's panels because there's a possibility of sex. Hero for hire, you're right. Donald Trump should never been reelected. And I'm gonna say this: I hope there's hell to pay after this. If the Democrats win the House, I hope it's hell to pay. Don't just go after Trump. Go after his supporters too, because people told them, y'all don't read Project 2025 and all that. But anyway, let me address this Jay Prince thing, because it's not just Jay Prince, but it's a recurring theme in Black social media. It's a recurring theme that needs to be stopped. Okay, so some of these women, like the host of that channel, wants to be in the in crowd. Morals be damned. Morals be damned. And the only thing she gonna say is, I'm talking about before Christ, is, oh, you're jealous. Oh, you trying, rather than saying, well, that person, see, not trying to understand the play. But she know what the play is. She been here too damn long enough to know what the play is. You don't get arrested. Get on YouTube talking about you a street dude and smiling, cheesing with the police while you got a car full of kids. Well, this man is a representation of black men. Now I didn't make him a representation of black men. Y'all did. And because he's a representation of black men, I, as a black man, feel offended. I feel offended. Oh, no, no, no. It is. It is. It's part of the fault because guess what? When he pops up, you should have dropped, kick his ass off the panel. But Big J got kicked off because I supposedly put white women above black women. I think everybody should just the platform that nigga tell him go away. We don't want you around. Because I'm telling you something, y'all really are enabling his actions. Y'all really are. But y'all on this thing about, oh, I feel sorry for him. No, you don't feel sorry for that nigga. Y'all there because it's because you're lazy to make content. You're lazy to make some content. So the content is that. Should I see? I don't care. I already don't. You know, I don't care, Shiesty. Now I know I messed up this live stream to bring up this particular issue, but I'm looking at it and I'm saying, well, you know, well, maybe she hadn't lied on me. She wouldn't be the focus, Sugar Bomb. So I suggest though you be quiet because I'm not playing with her or I'm not playing with you, and I'm being serious. I'm not here to troll either. Don't you ever lie on me and saying I did this and that and it's not even true. So I don't give a fuck. You lie on me, I'm gonna focus right on you. That's the point. You can take it any way you want. But back to where I was saying, right? Um, if y'all really want the madness to end, stop having them on y'all's panels. And that's what NT was, you know, and you get these Negroes like Vic. Rooster just needs to shut the fuck up. For real. Nobody got time to hear all that. Trump waved the white flag. You know, Trump waved the white flag. Well, yeah, I heard from the Israeli news, um, DOD, that Israel is mad at Trump because they want the war to continue. They want to continue the bombing. So since Trump agreed to a ceasefire, they're mad. You know what? I was going to bring that up later on, DOD, but I gotta take that. You know, Rudem said Jay Prince makes people who entertain him feel good about their current life. They can look down on Jay Prince and feel mighty. You're right, right, right. And you know what? And I noticed that as well. That's why that's why Big J is a bitch ass nigga. Mind you, hold on. Big J is a bitch ass nigga. I'm all sorts of bitch ass niggas. Though I'm a BAN. I'm all sorts of a BAN. But this BAN did not got arrested in a car full of minors, children, went to the police. And when I said minors, I'm not saying he's doing that. I mean his children, his children's cousins, his nieces and nephews, get out of jail, smiling cheese in front of the police station, and got Cash App to get him off, and then showcase all over on a live stream. That's the problem. See, and they won't they won't um they want people they can quote unquote control. And here's what I mean by they want somebody to control, right? They need broken men. Do you understand? They need broken men. They don't need men who are in business. They don't need men who are educated. They don't need men who are self efficient or or somebody who has a good moral clarity. They need broken men to make themselves look good and to also to control. That's what this is really about. Well, I tell you what, Shicey Bomb. I tell you what, Shicey Bomb. Go on Man of Tomorrow's panels and see how I talk on there. I'm calm, cool, collected. Why? Because it's business-minded men. The clown shit is, what pisses me off is niggas acting like a fucking stereotype. When you act like that, when you act like a fucking stereotype, I'm gonna cuss your asses. I'm gonna cuss your ass out. Okay? So it's not that hard. Stop being a fucking stereotype. Stop doing that. The minstrel show. Then I won't be cussing you niggas out online all the time. It's not that hard. I saw Nightish going to say, "Is that Big J on the panel?" Yes, it was. He said that in the chat room. Night said, "Is that Big J on the panel?" Yeah. Why? Because I was sounding normal. I didn't stutter. I was talking to Nagone and Man of Tomorrow. Conversation was on some real shit. And I don't have to dumb down myself down. The conversation didn't have to be dumbed down for the peanut gallery. For y'all slapstick, slap knee, entertainment. That's why though y'all don't fuck with us over there. Because the only thing y'all want is entertainment, and y'all see everything as entertainment. Some of these problems should not be looked upon as entertainment. Jay Prince should not be looked upon as entertainment. He shouldn't. There's too many things Jay Prince have done that if this was anybody else, y'all would look at it in horror. And I'm gonna say something about this space, right? This space should have created a a an a this space should have created a counterpoint to the Sargon Macaws of the world, or the locust eaters. It should have created a counterpoint to their racism, to Sargon Macaws racism. That what this space should have created. No. This space created a way to do slapstick, comedic bullshit, and we're gonna host dumb stereotypical ass niggas. Right, yeah. Yeah. Like, I come to believe though, like, listen, they're pieces of shit too. SD, they're pieces of shit too. And these are the same people that come to you and say, well, and what was so amazing, right? You just got done talking about how men fuck women up. You just got done saying what men do to women. You just got done talking about the predatory behavior of older men on women. But soon as Jay Prince showed up, oh, we're going to give him a platform. See, just like what Uncle, what's his name, Jeff told me, Big J, you care too much. You're right. I really don't give a fuck, but I'm just pointing this out because the hypocrisy in 1 minute, in one day, within one live stream, it's men are predators to women, and then you host a guy who's predatory. So if Big J is a BAN, and if Big J's a bitch ass nigga, then guess what? I'll take that role as being a bitch ass nigga for telling the truth about y'all. Yeah, I'm a bitch ass nigga for telling y'all the truth about y'all. Cause y'all ain't serious about what you're talking about. Y'all just y'all cosplaying. It's performative. Y'all put on a matinee performance. You know, right? You're putting on a matinee performance. You know, so y'all can further the Tyler Perry argument about the black love industry, the so-called black love in industry, I call it. That's all this is about. So, yeah, I said what I said, but let me get right back to where I was at. Let me get back to where I was at. I got 2 interviews coming There might be a third interview coming. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna push it to five or six. Since it's an election year, I'm gonna try to do 5 interviews a month. I'm gonna try to do that. All right. I'm gonna try to do that. You know. No, the culture needs to be changed. Shiesty, that's the problem. It's the culture. Shiesty bomb. But at the same time, I should not be lied upon and called a bitch ass nigga. I should not be lied upon saying, "Oh, I put a race of people over another," over some hearsay shit. Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. I'm working on that. Femi. I had done that interview Saturday, but it's been pushed back to this coming Saturday because it was Easter, and so um yeah, so that gave me more time, and I'm gonna try to get me a new computer next with the next couple of days. Um, because I would like to have increased my production value at least when I do my edits and all that. So um, and plus though I'm doing my little blog because I'm not really into YouTube like that anymore. So because I used to do blogging before I start doing videos, YouTube videos, and I'm thinking about just doing blogging again because I'm not really into talking on here I don't like talking on here anymore because it's like it's like you seeing the dumb shit coming into you, coming at you over and over again. So I'm getting really tired of that shit, you know. Um, that clownish behavior. So, I miss this space when it was. Um, I miss this space when it was when it was serious before all this bullshit started. Before Tommy Sotomayor got up in here. Let me guess who that is. Your ass over there on Rumble. Anyway, and that's blasphemy to even saying that. Yeah, 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 yeah. It ain't fun. It ain't fun no more. Ain't fun no more. Ain't fun no more. I'm at a point, Femi. I already told one. I already told one nigga. I'll meet you at some point. I already told one of them I'll meet you because I had it with some of these peacocking Negroes. These peacocks. I already told one of them what time it is. You know, and that, and when I went ahead and I was serious because I drove over there and I told him to meet me at that spot because you're not gonna get on no panel and talk that bullshit to me as if I'm a little kid. You trying peacocking behind a fucking woman in a woman's skirt. You're not gonna be doing that. You gonna talk to me? Talk to men. You see, some of you niggas are scared to talk to men. Hide behind a woman to fight. Be a man and stand out there by your fucking self. I get tired of men hiding behind a woman. You talking all that bullshit, and here you hiding behind a woman. Be a man. Get tired of that shit. I already told one of y'all, and one of y'all said to, you. That's right, nigga. Yes, it was me, nigga. You might. You know what? I'll back away. Yes, nigga. You might want to back away. And that's when I said that, that's when I said to myself, I need to go back to blogging, go back to writing, because I'm tired of talking to clowns and in these god gossiping ass niggas and these peacocking simps, these manosphere nuts, these red pillar idiots, these blue pill simps. Listen, I'm tired of y'all. And these women who likes to cause bullshit. The women who want to create storylines for entertainment. No, fuck all that. But back to Auntie, I see why you was pissed off on your live stream, and I saw what you did on that other person's live stream. And the problem is, a lot of these people are enabling Jay Prince for president. They are enablers. Nothing more, nothing less. While they will come on their channels and say, well, we need to stop men from going after women, while you entertain the guy who put hands on women. So I'm gonna wait till my check come on my bank account, because I'm about to spend me some money in a minute. So let me get out of here. I done my little rant. I done my little rant. So let me get out of here. I'll see y'all next time. Hopefully I get a third and fourth interview this month. So I hope the second one, the second one supposed to be next week. So let me get out of here. Y'all be easy, and I'll see y'all next time. I'm yes. Let me put this up here. Yeah. Let me put this up here. Okay. I know. I'm broke, and I'm jealous. Yeah. According to before Christ. But anyway, let me get out of here.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.